This is going to be the Clown Drink. Maryville wants it. This would complete their soul. They're looking for value here. They're not going to dive on him to find him. TJ, they flash away. Olaf's still alive to Wolf's Claw as well. John pumping out the damage still into the back line. Shady incredibly low. There's the stun. There goes the support. Niles, last one.
Hey Cuffers, Cubby here with the first episode of Challengers Rewind. In this series, we'll be taking a deep dive into some of the best plays and strategies that our teams in Challengers Uprising have to offer. For our first episode, I decided to go over the pivotal team fight in Game 1 of 100 Thieves Next versus Maryville University, which ultimately secured the win for 100 Next and dashed any chance Maryville had at qualifying for playoffs. Before we dive into the play, let's talk about what each team's goals are in this game. For Maryville on the red side, they have a composition built around the dual threats of Aphelios and Azir. They're looking for front-to-back team fights and have lots of flexibility to engage and disengage with Ornn and Thresh, who are all malleable champions that can do both. Meanwhile, 100 Thieves Next are looking to turn off the lights and make things chaotic as they have access to a global and 2 semi-global ultimates. Their goal is to utilize these ultimates to get early leads for their side laners, and if they play their cards right, snowball those leads into a victory. Get it? You know, TF cards? I know, it's funny. While 100 Thieves Next have a gold lead on the scoreboard, the game is balancing on a knife's edge. So far throughout the game, they haven't been able to take any major leads or heavily snowball the game using their globals. Cloud Dragon is about to spawn with Maryville sitting on Soul Point, and with ornaments coming in fresh from Santa Brom's backpack, Maryville is poised to outscale 100 Thieves Next. 100 Next need to execute a clean fight now in order to prevent them from getting outscaled. Looking at the map, 100 Next have a tough hill to climb, as Maryville has done a great job getting mid lane priority, curating their side lanes, and clearing out vision. Minus just one ward. 100 Thieves Next know they have to create an angle against Maryville's team composition, and they have Tenacity waiting in base to utilize that ward to try and pinch Maryville. Despite their good map positioning and posture to take the Cloud Drake, Maryville is missing 2 major cooldowns going into this fight. Aphelios is missing his flash thanks to 100 Thieves Next forcing it out from a play 2 minutes prior. And Wolfie doesn't have Emperor's Divide as Maryville failed to find a pick onto Kenvi just 30 seconds prior to this play. Okay, we've spent plenty of time setting up the dance floor. Let's start to roll this clip. With Dragon spawning in less than 10 seconds and Maryville moving into the river with map control, 100 Thieves Next needs to make their move now. They utilize Hawkshout to scout out Maryville and channel Tenacity's TP to their flanking ward. Copy is also in a fantastic position below the Dragon Pit, setting up 100 Thieves Next to collapse from 3 angles. Recognizing the imminent collapse, Maryville's only out is to cede river control and group with Ornn. Where Maryville missteps is when they step back into the river and start the dragon. Yes, it is Cloud Soul, but the lack of terrain makes it open season for 100 Thieves Next to start hunting Value's flashless Aphelios. If they fought in a choke point, it would be nearly impossible for 100 Thieves Next to win a fight getting through the disengage tools that Maryville possesses. They'll set up for 100 Next. Kenvi turns off the lights and they start to make their move. Maryville kites down to take away Tenacity's angle, but Copy is still in the perfect position to prevent this fight from being a pure front to back. Yawn fires off the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, Kenvi targets Aphelios with a second activation of Paranoia, and Copy locks in the Empowered Gold card and stuns Aphelios. Between Twisted Fate's yellow card, Paranoia and Duskbringer from the Lethality Nocturne, and an Enchanted Crystal Arrow from Yawn, Value loses 1,173 health in 0.5 seconds and is already out of the fight. Tenacity channels Stormbringer, and without Emperor's Divide to peel for Value, the fight is already over in 2 seconds thanks to 100 Thieves Next coordinated engage. Stuntman's a great death sentence on the Copy to prevent additional follow-up, but it's already too late. Value and Wolfie both burn their cleanse, and Value dies first in the fight thanks to a Season 10 Flash Bear slap from Tenacity. Copy pops Sonya's as he's in the middle of Maryville. With the linchpin of Maryville's composition already down, and the rest of the team scattered from the engage and angles from 100 Thieves Next, it's now rabbit hunting season for the rest of the team. 100 Thieves Next have successfully killed off both of the damage threats of Maryville, and from there the fight is theirs. Tenacity and Cubby clean up Iconic and Shady, and Yawn and Auto finish off Niles. Off of this play, 100 Thieves Next secure the Cloud Drake, Baron, and manage to win the game 7 minutes later. With 100 Thieves Next staring down a scaling Maryville team with River Control and a Cloud Soul on the table, they managed to pull off the perfect engage with their semi-globals, killing a Felios in 2 seconds and a Azir in 5 seconds into the fight. Talk about coordination and explosiveness. While the majority of people rave about Tenacity and Kenvi, I feel like Cubby was the one who made this play happen. Without a TF ult, he managed to find the perfect flank and engage with Kenvi that netted them the kill on the #1 carry of Maryville. And the angle he took and the time he bought split up Maryville's front-to-back comp for the rest of the fight, which was crucial for 100 Thieves Next. As for the team, it's yet another example of how they can take a mile off of you if you give them just an inch. For more action from 100 Thieves Next and the rest of Challengers Uprising, tune in to twitch.tv/Challengers Uprising at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Also follow us on Twitter and YouTube to keep up with all things Challengers Uprising. I'd also like to give a special thanks to my producer Benny Love for helping me put this together. I've been your host Cubby, and thank you for watching the first rendition of Challengers Rewind.